Our family has always enjoyed wildlife, and we're very much advocates of the agriculture industry. And so we've seen this as an opportunity to preserve into the future ranching and wildlife.
What's good for ranch lands is good for sage grouse. With SGI, both wildlife and agriculture win. Through the power of the Farm Bill, our ultimate goal is to negate the need to list sage grouse as threatened or endangered under the Federal Endangered Species Act. Such a designation would have a profound negative impact to ranching operations in rural communities throughout the West.
The listing, we don't want it. If anything we can do to avoid it, we'll do it. I can't imagine trying to operate with it.
We conditioned 40 conservation practices to ensure benefits to sage grouse, and ranchers now have confidence that even if sage grouse are listed under ESA, they can continue implementing practices and be in full compliance with the law. The objectives of SGI are threefold. First, we want to remove threats that are common to sage grouse and ranch sustainability. Two, we want to implement enough of the right practices in the right locations to benefit populations. And lastly, we want to use science to assess the effectiveness of applied practices, quantify results, and continually improve program delivery.
Sage grouse have diverse seasonal habitat needs that are met across broad landscapes. Every spring, males dance at traditional breeding sites called leks, L-E-K-S, to attract receptive females. After females are bred, they'll disperse up to 11 miles from leks to find a secure and secluded nest site. Females then move their chicks to mesic areas or wet sites to find abundant food for growing young. Sage brush is the only thing that sage grouse eat in winter, and so they seek out large, dense stands of sagebrush that remain above the snow. So there's a scale aspect to all of this. We need to conserve multiple townships in size to maintain one healthy population. Sage grouse are also a perfect umbrella species. When you do good things for sage grouse, you also do good things for other western icons that people care about, like mule deer, elk, songbirds, and pronghorn. Sage grouse occupy roughly half of their historic range in 11 western states and Canada. Sage grouse are highly clumped in their distribution. 75% of birds are concentrated within 25% of their occupied range. So SGI and our partners created a spatial game plan to target where we most efficiently reduce threats, to benefit 400 or 500 birds instead of just 4 or 5, maximizing our conservation return on investment. Fragmentation is the primary threat impacting sage grouse and sustainable ranching. Specific threats vary greatly across the species range, from conversion of native rangeland, energy development, and subdivision in the eastern range to invasive cheatgrass and conifer encroachment further west.
SGI is generating positive outcomes, creating more birds through habitat improvements. In 1 year, SGI implemented grazing systems on 1,000 square miles of rangelands. Grazing systems increase hiding cover for nesting birds, leading to increased nest success on the magnitude of 8 to 10%.
It's not all for sage grouse recovery, it's for grass management and livestock production. Folks can look at it and there'll be no doubt in their mind it's probably working.
SGI removed encroached conifers in excess of 100,000 acres located in sage grouse high abundance centers or core areas, allowing birds to recolonize suitable habitat.
It allows you to do good things for the grouse, but at the same time to reclaim your ranch from this juniper invasion that's going on.
Conservation easements provide the mechanism for keeping large and intact sagebrush grazing lands from being fragmented into small, isolated parcels.
We are in a difficult situation in agriculture because the economy of agriculture does not keep up with the rate of inflation of the things that we need to produce our food. And how do we keep from going broke? And conservation easements, I believe, are a viable option for some families to continue ranching.
SGI is preventing 800 to 1,000 sage-grouse fence collisions through the marking or moving of high-risk fences. This number equates to all the male sage-grouse attending leks in Alberta, Saskatchewan, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Washington combined. Partnerships are the cornerstone of what make SGI successful. Partners are hiring 24 new natural resource specialists in priority landscapes where human capital currently limits SGI implementation. SGI has quickly become one of the largest conservation success stories in the West. The true conservation heroes in this story are Western ranchers who voluntarily implement conservation measures designed to benefit sage-grouse.
We may have branded SGI with a sage-grouse, but this effort now transcends that of a bird and instead embodies our commitment to maintaining rural ways of life and world-class wildlife populations in the West.